thick enough where I don't know where he's really going to try to hit it. I would say left of the hole would be better because there's more of a backstop left of the hole, behind the hole that he could stop it at. But this green is so shallow in depth that he's got to take on the bunker to guarantee kind of getting it to stop. Looks like he's looking left. And he is. It's a smart play, I think. That angle might be tough to get it up and down
Just
from there.
Comes up a little bit short, but not easy.
Somewhere up there is BrandtSnedeker. Dennis, does he have anything?
This is... do you see him kind of standing next to a tree now? Is that what your visual
that's
is?
what right between the trunk of two big trees.
You missed the second shot. That's why I'm saying that right now. He was right off the edge of the cart path, and he elected to play it. And there is a big oak tree that he had to go underneath the limb, and he hit the limb, and it kicked back into this position here. And this is only 10 yards forward of where he was after his tee ball. So now he's trying to play his third. This is going to get really scary, possibly.
Meanwhile, Zalatoris will play.
And another one left. Shocker.
Boy, it's almost
That's where
as
my
if
coach
he
would have
played
said,
away
figure it
from
out.
Let's work out. The reality is, we hit, just even short of this tree, we've got enough space to get past. So we only really need to get it to the path or just past the path. But ideally, just past the path.
So it sounded like Scotty saying, just chip it out enough where you stay short of the little bushy tree that's up there, and it didn't move it, I don't think. Now he lies 3. Oh. I shouldn't say he did move it somewhat.
He's going to go at it again.
Got it? Okay, got it out on the other side of the tree, but he's left of the cart path and the ball's sitting down still, and he now lies 4. Welcome to the quirky 4th.
Well, you just cannot be left here. A lot of room right, you can still make par, but it's really coming undone for BrandtSnedeker here. Welcome back in, Jane Crafter. Tough scene here for Snedeker.
Well, and time just seems to go into like a tornadic activity. Everything just sort of swirls around you. You're trying to figure out a way, and it's hard to sort of slow yourself down and try and navigate what you're doing and save some strokes. I mean, he's 5 under par. He's only, 2 or 3 shots off the lead. And it's just disaster. Not quite sure what the ruling might be.
Oh, he's got this shot link tower.
Oh, he's got shot link in the way, yes. So he should get line of sight relief from that, Ned. So he should be able to drop it, whether the nearest point is to the viewer's screen to the right or the viewing screen to the left. That'll be up to the official to adjudicate here.
Well, you go from only being 3 behind the leaders, thinking about, okay, how am I going to get myself into position to win this weekend? And now you're thinking about just trying to make the cut. That's the line that Snedeker is on.
Yeah, that's just very unfortunate. Dennis, what is Mark facing here with this pitch shot?
That's a great question, Jane, because I was back trying to direct traffic a little bit to make sure that no one played into the fairway here while they were on the left-hand side. So I had the standard bearer get out in the fairway so they wouldn't play. And Mark's got a pretty straightforward shot. It's all about the slope of the bunker that he's got to deal with.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if he was in the rough, but it didn't look like he was. He was able to get a little bit of purchase on the ball. So chance to save par, but
he was in the fairway for sure.
Yeah, this fourth hole is really difficult.
That's exactly where we're going. They're pulling out. They're not immovable. But this is exactly, those two things is exactly where we're going.
Yeah, I get it.
So the corridor is one club length.
One club length off the outer edge of the TIO with the hole, and then
So if I'm looking, right? So if I'm looking where the post is in the ground, right? So that guide wire is going in.
the hole lined up with the flag.
Flag, so it's gonna be right here, probably, right?
Coming probably right here. So you have to be within one club length of that.
If you plumb bob the pin from our ball, if you plumb bob that pin to our ball, it's inside a club length.
I'm right here. I'm standing right on it. It's right here. I see where the guy wire is going in the ground. I'm lining up with the hole. It's right here. So Brandt would have to be within one club length of this spot right here to be entitled to the lead.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. No, great rule, I'm not gonna lie. I'll give you a little leeway. Touch your call. You got 2 quarters from us, that's not good stuff. Okay.
But is it a club, let me just be clear on this, is it a club length from the actual, where the ball's passing, or do you extrapolate and goes back? Because obviously that angle's gonna, it depends on how far away you are.
Yeah, basically taking the hole, outer edge of the TIO, where the guy wire goes in the ground. And then within one club like that is called the corridor, and then you would drop it in the second one. But unfortunately, Brandt's not in the corridor, so he's not entitled to the lead.
Yeah.
Okay.
You got 94 front on the left, 102.10.
Didn't get the ruling that he wanted. He could call in a second official, but I have to think at this point it would say the same thing, so he's going to go ahead and play it. But the issue is the shot length tower's up ahead, and it sounded like, James, you just get one club length, and he determined that you're actually not in that corridor.
Yes, that is exactly what he determined. It's unfortunate for Brandt, but that's a pretty good effort out of there. Chance to get up and down, but that'd be for a double bogey. This particular fairway is just so difficult the wrong way. Oof.
So does this one.
Yeah, this is no bargain either. Tough one to hit. Double dog leg. To take it right over these trees right there. Or you can fade it right around it like Matsuyama did. Ned, how good is that tee shot?
That's good if you like golf. It is
It's good if you like brilliance.
if you like to see players go for par 5s and 2.
That's the way I thought Hideki was going to play it, right over those trees like Hudson just did. And this man has some power as well.
Best swing of the tournament so far?
I think so. Looked very much in control, but boy, he generates some club head speed, doesn't he?
A Cooch has to take a different angle of attack.
Yeah, he's going to go more down the fairway with a fade. Yeah, that's just how you draw it up if you were Cooch. 3 brilliant tee shots here from this group.
Snedeker now. This is Dennis.
Tough shot. Yeah, that's as good as he could do right there, really. I mean, he didn't have much. Slid the club underneath and got it to grab, but this has just been a mess.
Hey, Dennis, we didn't get a chance to see his second shot. Walk us through, as we're watching Zalatoris stand over his putt, walk us through what happened to Snedeker's.
Second is Will. It's his putt. Get in there, ball. Oh, it just came up a little short. Didn't hit it. That was on a great line. He hit it. His tee ball ended up just left of the cart path. And when I looked at the lie, he'd already gotten to his golf ball. And I kind of looked at it from about 10 feet away, and it looked like it was really close to the cart path lie. He just got a bad break by hitting that branch. It's a thick one. It was over a foot wide. It wasn't a little one by any means.
So this for a triple bogey 7, and not surprisingly, he's flustered and will walk off with likely an 8. Was his second shot, do you think he was trying to be overly aggressive, or did it come off a little higher than he anticipated?
No, I think he was just trying to hit a little low punch shot out there short of the green. If it chased up kind of where Leishman's ball ended up was what he was looking to try to do, I'm sure, somewhere in that general area. And it just kind of, he was on hard ground and the ball went straight up. And I mean, Jay, you can explain it as well as anybody. You can't really judge your trajectory very well when you're not playing off of grass. Pine straw, dirt, bark. You're never quite sure what trajectory it's going to come off the face, and that's what happened. It just came off at the wrong trajectory.
Yeah, that's very true. As we're watching Leishman now with his 8-footer, work to his right. That's a good par save there for the big Australian. Keeps him at 4 under.
And Jane, you can explain it too. I mean, you understand exactly what I'm talking about, where he thought he hit the right shot, but the ball just went higher than he thought out of a funky lie, because you don't practice trajectories out of funky lies very often.
And just a couple of holes left for him. Second shot, 5th, Kuchar.
He's got to hoist it up and over that fir tree. That green tucked behind there, but not able to reach the green today from Matt, but leaves it in a pretty good position there. It'll be an uphill chip.
That one.
It's one of those Northern California trees.
193 yards for Hideki.
Yeah, should be able to go over the right side of it. See, the flag is located right in that position there. And another pretty good leave. As you look at the screen here, it gives you a really good idea of the topography of this golf course. Silverado North is the one we're playing this week. Settle. Okay, that'll be fine.
Struggle for a leash off the tee for sure this week. He's still hanging in there pretty nicely considering everything that he's been dealing with. This fairway, it is a double dog leg, and it's such a hard hole, and it's mostly because of how far everybody hits it now. And that is absolutely perfect. He hung it down the right-hand side, keep going and stay in the fairway, and that is going to be absolutely, that is as good as you can get. Can't ask for a better tee ball. Will, he doesn't curve it much. He really doesn't. And this hits might curve a little bit to the right. I haven't seen any big hooks from him at all. He doesn't like it at all.
It's not cutting, Dennis.
Nope. Just left of our camera guy, and it's going to be in the trees. That's good.
Snedeker's demeanor making his way over to the 5th.
It's okay. Sneds is, he's been playing golf a long, long time. Dude had brittle bone disease on playing golf. You know what I mean? The things that he didn't even know he'd be playing when he had that disease, and he's going to be able to work it out, and bounces back with a good tee ball here. So it's right in the fairway, and he's just going to move on and mosey along. He is about as professional as any human being there is on the PGA Tour.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Now, Matt Kuchar with just a little cushion underneath it.
We haven't seen many hole outs yet this week, Jane, and that is a hallmark of this course.
Going for the little flop shot, but he got too much ball.
It won't be Kuchar.
No, nothing to do, but. Oh. Good catch there, Hideki. A little bug disturbed him. Now, he might bounce this one just into the hill in front of him and let it just trundle over the top of that edge of the green. Just kind of like that. Oh, Ned, I thought you'd called it. How did that miss?
Definitely has him thinking.
Yeah, it is nestled down a little bit, isn't it? He has it off the back foot. Yeah, it was kind of grabbed. I could tell that that grass looked different. Well, Matt Kuchar's been playing golf for 31 years. Started at the age of 12. His mom decided to upgrade the club membership to include golf, and his dad. And Matt just got hooked, and now look at Matt Kuchar, age 43. He's made a bunch of money and a bunch of wins on the PGA Tour. You just never know how it's going to all start for kids. Some start when they're 2, like Tiger, and then some start 10 years later, like Matt Kuchar.
Freed up Hudson's mind. Said he had him playing like a kid again.
You know, it is a game. You know, yes, it's their job, but you play golf, you don't work golf. And I think...
Well, he put the last hole out of his mind off the tee here. He just can't play overly aggressive, and that's a great point that you make. And he's got a great opportunity to bounce back with a really nice score here if he can hit a quality shot. It's straightforward on a very nice line. Get up just a little.
Oh, yes, terrific shot. He's going to have inside 15 feet for eagle.
That Will Zalatoris hit it when he had to chip out because he was left and dead. He did that before Brandt hit, but they were talking 172. And that also started off on a very nice line.
Oh, and got an even better kick. This might go in for an albatross, but no. Just sneaks past the hole, and that'll be inside.
Breaks out.
Absolute sunshine as Will plays away. This is hanging a little right. First wedge shot that he's had that's been right of the hole, but he played the smart shot. That's one thing I was hoping that he was going to do, because he didn't have much and he laid it up in the smart spot.
Hideki.
Or 27. This par 4, and that is not where you want to hit it. That is left of left. Unusual for Hideki. I think he wanted to start that.
I don't know if you caught it, but Kuchar had a sneeze that he was holding in until Hideki hit. We've all been there.
That's the kind of shot that Hideki was looking for. Let's see if this will hang in on the edge of the fairway. Yep, first cut, not too bad.
Oh, it had to break.
That was a good looking putt. I mean, you can't complain about the speed. I mean, it wasn't overly aggressive. It just had very good holding speed and tough.
Dennis, right center putt. That's the instructions. You agree?
They're saying right center. Okay, I would say it's going to be pretty straight.
It went right. Away from the mountain, Dennis.
Right, yeah. Yep, the mountain. If you saw right to left, that's why I said straight.
Yeah.
And if I probably would have said straight, it's going to move right to left, or left to right.
Interesting. You don't often see Brandt take counsel with anybody. He considers himself one of the best screen readers in the world. But that one obviously had him fooled.
It's a tough spot here. There's just enough of that little bit of push now. That little muffin top's not a factor for Will. It's more about speed. And this should just fall a little left at the hole.
So many different ways to make a birdie.
Great, it didn't he?
Got a lot of moxie, this kid.
Over here in the orchard.
Looks like an orchard, doesn't it? Is he going high? Is he going low? Is he going up and over that big oak tree? That's one thing when I began commentating on course for the PGA Tour. I was always looking low.
A lot of speed.
Yes, a lot of talent. Now, as I mentioned, this hole today, 30 on and 4 off the left, all the way in that back portion. It's a skinny little portion of green too. Looking right down the barrel of the green here. Should be a green light for him to attack. Just a sand wedge. Hit the upslope and just spun back a little bit.
On the green.
Putter in hand, and that's a good view of the topography here of this green. It's a very lengthy one, just around 70 feet. Breaking from right to left, uphill quite a bit to start with, and then it's going to crest that hill and then work back down the hill to the left. I love that view. And that is pretty darn good.
Leishman coming off 2 wonderful strikes and a birdie.
Trying to get it to work off that left-hand side. And alas, no luck. Similar spot to Matsuyama.
Kuchar here with a long one. We just saw
Hi.
Matsuyama from 70 feet. Were you try to make it or get it inside of 3 feet thinker on the greens on these long putts?
No, I think it's all about the pace. You know, if you happen to pick the correct line, grand. If not, 37 feet. You're in a tournament, you'd be willing it to go in.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, they're peppering the trees over there on the left-hand side. Watch out, marshals. Incoming.
2, probably just 1.
Yeah, just play good, smart golf. Keep hitting one good shot after another, and number 9's gettable par 5. Just play smart these next 3 holes.
When I say he needs 1, talking about the cut line, of course.
Yes, of course, yeah. But he
Good
is
one.
the consummate professional. You wouldn't be able to tell that he'd just had an 8, and you've got to love that. Got to love that in a player. And Hudson Swafford, to be fair, we've watched him play yesterday and today. Hasn't had his best stuff, but kept his good attitude and just keeps fighting along, waiting for something good to happen.
It's almost he's one of those guys that you almost want to see a little emotion out of him. Like, show me something, because there's no way anybody can remain that even keeled and that cool when it's not going their way.
Who knows what's going on inside? He was given the Prime Minister's Award for his great success at the Masters back in April in the Olympics.
Zalatoris.
That would have been amazing. And Zalatoris plays this hole back left, protected by this large knob on the left side of the green. Anything right of the hole is what you got to go for out of this rough, and that is really well done.
Yeah, that's a terrific play.
Back at number 4. Breeze just came up a little bit as he was hitting it.
Yeah, didn't quite get all the way over that knob, but still, that's going to be a great spot to putt from. That'll be fine.
He's going to want to trumble. The one thing he's got helping him is that little bit of breeze that's kicked up. But that sounded like he went underneath it and hit it high on the face, and it came up short. Oh, that was such a nasty little lie.
Tuck these flag sticks. Look at that from where the player's perspective. It is right there. That is tough. That is no green to work with. Let's hit some high towering fade. That'll be touchy. You just cannot afford to come up short and right. Well, he started on a good line. Is it drifting? Yes. Well done. Very well done. It'd be an accident.
From the front of the green, Leishman.
This is a really tough one for Leash here. And this one, climbing the ridge, and now it goes hard right. Oh, that's pretty good right there. Wow.
It's like
Cooch plugging in.
There's another swear word from Matt Kuchar. Darn it, golly. All
For another
right.
birdie.
This one straight up the gut. Yeah, this is a good look right here. Not much in it at all. I expect a good one.
Yep. There you go.
How good is that, Jane? He makes an 8 and
Love
then
it.
bounces back with birdie, birdie.
Love it. Just awesome.
Now, Will.
This one, right? He's got to make one here, doesn't he? He hasn't made much of anything. Man, he hasn't made anything today that I can think of.
Then it's not
Nothing.
good speed there either. Not good holding speed. And
No.
a little bit, I don't know, there's just that little bit of a,
That was just such an easy putt that he had back there, though. It was easy to read, everything else. This was an easy putt, too. This really was. And it was almost on the exact same line as Sned's, so he learned a lot from it. He did make one. I apologize, but that's about all he's made today.
Yeah.
And I'm concerned about the putting for him because, to me, he's trying to be a dragger of the putter. He's trying to be a guy that kind of lets your arms separate. When you're left arm lock, you're a dragger of the putter. You don't release the putter, but it looks like he wants to release the putter. I think if he would try what Kuchar's doing, it would be a much more comfortable, natural sensation for him. He's trying to retrain his putting stroke to do something that he shouldn't be doing.
Well, it's working. He's playing well, hasn't made a bogey. But everybody chasing Maverick McNeely.